Greetings and salutations, everybody. I'm Andrew from Team Respawn. There is a new Halo MCC development update. This one is for June 2019. I'm going to break down all of the main points, but long story short is you can play Halo Reach on the PC right now, sort of. I'm going to break down the sort of part of that statement. As always, if you want to read along the entire thing, it's a lot as usual. Link to it's in the description. And, before I say anything, I do want to say that I do appreciate how much content is included in these every month, and I like how transparent they're being. It's really cool from a nerd perspective to see, like, how much work is being done, and, what they're doing for MCC is not easy to do. I mean, to put a game on a platform it was never designed to be on is quite an undertaking. Anyway, they say to kick things off, we're going to talk a little bit about how we are going to be bringing the maps you created from Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 4 into the Master Chief Collection. After that, we're going to discuss why Forge and Theater for Halo Reach will be available for Xbox, but will come later on PC. So they're going to talk about legacy maps and file sharing migration. Now, this is really cool, and I think a lot of people are going to be confused on how this actually works, but it is kind of neat. So, people have been asking, will we ever be able to play the Forge maps that you made in previous Halos, which is Halo Reach, Halo 3, and Halo 4, all on 360 had the Forge mode? And the answer to that question is surprisingly yes. They say in the future they're going to be doing a one-time copy for both the maps and game types that you have uploaded to your file share so that we can begin preparing them for future implementation in MCC. This will occur for every Xbox Live account with maps and modes on its file share. Content saved locally will not be transferred. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to log into Halo 3, Reach, and 4, anything you want to move over to the MCC, and upload stuff to your file share. And if you don't have a 360 anymore, Halo, all the Halos are backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So you can just put in the disc, or if you have the download, you can just download it and go to your file share, or any games and maps you've saved locally and upload them to your file share. And that's pretty much how it's going to work. It says, please begin loading them up as soon as you can. It doesn't say when they're going to do this, but I'm going to assume it's going to be like a few months down the road. There's no way they're going to be doing this before they're done putting it out to PC and everything else. And it says that actually it looks like since transferring these maps and game types to Xbox One and PC requires work to the current version of MCC, our intentions is that they will become available when Halo Reach launches on both platforms. So I guess this means that your content that you've made on Halo Reach on the 360 will transfer to Halo Reach on the PC. That's kind of cool. It says, how will I get these maps? It says there'll be no work required for you. For PC players who have these maps and these legacy titles, you'll need to load into MCC on the Xbox after the update to make these available. Okay, that's kind of strange. It says that it looks like they're unable to find a workable solution to copy screenshots, films, and clips. So RIP to that stuff. They're moving on to Q&A. This is Michael, I don't know how to pronounce this name. Is it Fairney, lead producer of MCC on PC. They're going to talk about some of the nerdy stuff happening with MCC on PC. Firstly, they're saying, to those who are playing Halo Reach on console, both Forge and Theater mode will be available day one on Xbox One. The launch of these two features for Reach will only be delayed on the PC version as the team works towards the best solutions for the platform. So they're talking and saying that Forge and Theater are going to be something we transition to post-launch, working with the external teams, and those are Ruffian Games and Splash Damage. For PC. So if you don't know, 343 is not doing this project alone. They have two other studios, which are Ruffian and Splash Damage. And if I remember right, Ruffian are the dudes who made Crackdown 2 on the 360. I think that's who that team is. And it's talking about why it's been delayed, and pretty much is that it's not copy and paste. I mean, there's just some things that they have to create on 10-year-old code. I mean, Halo Reach is almost 9 years old at this point. the 360 version. So they have to go back in this really old code base and like add stuff that they need to just make it work on PC. It's very complicated because the 360 was not a similar architecture as just a game working on the PC. And I think that's one of the reasons why we didn't see a ton of 360 games on PC. But the Xbox One is more designed to be more like a PC, so that's why you see a lot more of Xbox One games on PC this generation. Fun fact for you. So that's kind of it with Forge and Theater. They're just kind of talking about um, that it's just not going to happen right away on PC. And quite honestly, I don't think a lot of people are going to be upset by that. I think we've waited this long to get Reach in the MCC and this long to get MCC on PC. So I think it's just fine if we wait just a little bit longer. Next is the cool progression system update. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not really playing MCC a whole lot right now. I'm going to wait for Reach and this progression system to come out because I think this is going to be really, really cool. So they're going to be doing seasons, kind of like how Battle Royales do, but there's no season pass. You don't need to buy into it or anything. And there are tiers, and each tier has some unlocks that you can get. But here's what's cool is when a season ends, nothing will be taken away in terms of unlocks. If a new season starts and has a new theme, such as the release of the next title for MCC on PC, it will be additive and include new unlocks to work towards. For you, this means if you haven't finished unlocking all the content in the first Halo Reach season and the Halo Combat Evolve season has started, you can choose to continue working on unlocking the content in Halo Reach season or use your season points towards the unlocks from the new Halo CE season. All content and unlocks are yours forever once they have been earned. If anything, we look at new and fun ways to add content for you to work towards. So that's actually really cool stuff, and it looks like they're even going to be. It says it above, there's a work in progress visual of the UI preview for viewing your character when customizing them. Recon AOR is one of the many planned Season 1 unlocks. So it looks very, very similar to what Halo Reach unlock progression system looked like. And I don't know if this means they're going to completely redo that screen where you can customize the look of your Spartan or Elite in each of the 4 or 5 Halo games already on there. So we'll have to wait and see how that works. But I think this is really cool. I mean, there's going to be armor unlocks, and I would assume that they're going to add even new armor and like new nameplates and stuff like that. It says players will earn season points by leveling up your global rank through completing activities in the game that are played on dedicated servers. This will be for multiplayer and matchmaking and online firefight. Later on, challenges will become available and will also reward season points on completion. So this is like identical to what Halo Reach was, and this is why I played Halo Reach so much, because it was so good. When you earn season points, you'll be able to spend them on Halo Reach armors, armor effects, and firefight voices, in addition to profile items like nameplates in the first season. Future seasons will offer profile items and possibly some other unlockables. It says when a new season begins, players can earn unlockables from any previous season by purchasing the unlocks in order after they level up. Playlists and modes will rotate each season, though popular gameplay experiences can rotate back during future seasons. It says, how will you earn XP and rank up? That's a question that's being asked here. And it says, XP will be granted at the end of each completed game that is played on dedicated servers. So this includes PvP multiplayer match-made games and firefight matchmaking. XP will be awarded based on the length of the match and medals earned, but the medals earned will count for most of the XP. Medals will award XP in 2 primary categories, performance and teamwork. Performance medals include things such as kill streaks, style kills, and objective medals like flag captures. Teamwork medals are awarded for in-game actions like assists, protecting another player, or contributing to a score in objective game types. XP will be capped for all categories, time, performance, and teamwork per match. And then it's showing all the ranks. So there's 3 different sets here, and like they're all different colors. And I don't really understand the term of a set. So, like, there's tiers for the columns, and then sets are the rows. And what I see here is a work in progress for various emblems that are currently being prototyped for global rankings. And there's got to be like 30 or 40 here. And it goes, it's using like the identical Halo Reach style of emblems for your rank. So you know how like private was one of the chevron, and then you go all the way up to like general grade 5, and it looks really cool. But then it goes beyond that, and there's some new stuff here that I've not really seen. And they're different colors. So like set 1, or I guess the first is bronze, then silver, then gold, then platinum, and then max. I wish it'd be called cool or something other than max. Maybe like champion or onyx or something. Anyway, it says, as well, we have streamlined the progression system so that to unlock all the content for Halo Reach for Season 1, it should generally take less time than it did back on the Xbox 360. And I hope that's true, because I cannot tell you how long it took me to get inclement weather on the 360. I mean, it took me years, literally years, to get that one unlockable. But it was worth it, and it's cool, and everyone thinks that I'm like, a no life, but whatever. It says we are estimating that it will take about 75 to 100 hours per season to unlock all the items for that season. That said, and they're like reiterating this, it says the unlocks do not disappear, blah, blah, blah. It says all retail content can be unlocked in Halo Reach by in-game methods that will be available in Season 1. We are looking into ways to incorporate all unlocks that required. Okay, I see what they're saying here. Let me start over. There are some unlocks in Halo Reach back in the day that you would get stuff for, like linking your Bungie account. You got like a little Halo nameplate on Halo Reach, and like some pre-order armor stuff, and blah blah blah, whatever. They're saying that they're trying to find a way for you to get that today, so that stuff's not locked. It says, for reference, the reason we have been unable to include the Champion's bundle armor and abilities in Halo 4 is because those items existed in both code and data, and has proven very difficult to bring that content over to the Xbox One. Yeah, I get that it's difficult, but I think at this point that's not really the point. It's really the principle of the matter. I think it just needs to get done. And I appreciate them working on that. They're talking about how a bunch of people played it at E3, and everyone loves it. And there's like a new logo for MCC on PC. It's like kind of gold now, whereas it used to be silver. The color of the title of the game used to be silver, and now it's gold. And I don't know if you could tell, but if you looked at the box, you could kind of see, kind of faded in on the back. It showed kind of the covers of the 4 Halo games included, and now they're kind of expanding it into 6. So it shows 1, 2, 3, 4 Reach and ODST. Then they're talking about the flighting stuff, and this is what I kind of talked about at the beginning of the video, why some people can play it now, is that they're doing a limited flight this weekend, June 28th to July 1st, on Halo Reach for PC. And I've seen some people on Twitter talking about it. You have to be in the insider program for this. It says it's very, very limited. It says this build has content structure, stability, feature rated. I can't speak right now. It says this included build security, content structure, stability, and feature-related work items that were a must in order to make the PC game feel like a PC game. The short story of it is, we thought we were ready in April, but they just weren't. So this is why we thought we were going to play it back in April, but we're just playing it now. And then they're talking about the future with new flighting. And of course, the way that it used to work, if you're new to this, is like the first flight is very, very small. And then each build or flight after that includes more people, to the point where it's pretty much like a big beta test. And then they're ready to go, and we'll release it for everyone. Finally, if you don't know what the pricing is, if you have Game Pass for PC, it's all available on that. Each game will be included with Game Pass. If you don't, here's how the pricing structure is going to work on PC. Is each Halo game, Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and Reach, will be $9.99 each on the Microsoft Store and Steam. So I guess it's like, there'll be like a base client, and then you can add each game for $10. And ODST only has campaign right now. There's no ODST firefight yet. I'm gonna assume that that's gonna come eventually, but right now ODST will be available for $4.99 or $5. So to get the entire collection, it's going to be $55. So there's 5 main entry Halo games: Reach 1, 2, 3, and 4, and ODST. Quite honestly, to some people that may seem a little steep. That's almost full price for old Halo games, but at the same time, there is a ton of new stuff here. There's a ton of content in it. I truly believe that that is a great value, and if you have Game Pass, it's included in there for free. It says also there's a lot of people complaining that Halo CE on the Xbox is not true to the original Halo CE for whatever reason. There's a ton of these people all triggered on YouTube and Twitter. It says they're continuing to investigate that, and that's pretty much it. So there you have it. They're talking about mod support too. Long story short is they want it to happen, but they don't know. And then that's it. There you have it. Those are everything that was announced for this development update. The very last thing they actually spoke of that I do want to put in here is crossplay. It says crossplay on PC from Windows and Steam is something that they're aiming to be fully functional for each title. So when Halo Reach comes out, it should be crossplay between Windows 10 and Steam. Crossplay between console and PC is something they will add after launch. So there you have it. You won't be able to play with everyone if they have Steam and you have Xbox One yet, but I'm going to assume that will come eventually. Please post your thoughts in the comments down below. Love to hear what you have to say on this. And we are not far away, I would say, from it being public. Thanks for watching. I'm Andrew from Team Respawn, and I'll see you next time.